Welcome back, everyone. It's November 15th, 2024. And today, today we're going deep. We're diving into contextual marketing.
Contextual
Yeah.
marketing.
It's funny, right? I mean, think about it. We see marketing messages, like a zillion times a day?
Oh,
But how do they even decide what to show us
right.
and when?
It's wild. It really is. It all comes down to, it's all about this thing called contextual marketing.
Contextual marketing.
Yeah, exactly. And essentially, it's about understanding the user, like really getting their context.
Look at their context.
Yeah. So, like, where are they? What are they interested in? What are they? How are they behaving? And then you got to deliver a message, right?
Right.
But it's got to be like super relevant.
So it's not just about sending out like a general ad to everybody.
No, absolutely not.
It's more about making it feel like, I don't know, personal.
Exactly. Like it was made just for you, and that's why we're diving into this today.
Good topic.
Oh, it's fascinating. We've got all these sources. We've got marketing books, articles, real world case studies, all about how companies are using, you guessed it,
Contextual marketing.
contextual marketing to connect with people.
I like it. So one of the things that really caught my eye when I was prepping for this was this book, Digital Marketing All in One.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good one. And they talk about this thing, it's called gated offers.
Gated offers, yeah. I mean, the interesting thing about those, is that they're not just about like free stuff,
Oh, okay.
right? It's about this exchange.
Okay, an exchange.
Right. So you offer something valuable, right? Like, I don't know, a guide, a discount code, maybe early access.
And they give you their contact info.
Exactly.
You got it. So it's like a win-win.
Exactly. Win-win. The person gets something useful. The company, they get a lead, someone they can nurture.
It's a good system. But this book, they emphasize that, free doesn't mean like low quality.
Oh, absolutely not. You're asking for something, something valuable. Their email. So you got to give them something good in return.
Makes sense.
It's all about building that trust,
Yeah.
that credibility right from the start.
Right from the get-go. They even break down what makes a truly effective gated offer, right? They talk about, I wrote some of these down, clear promises,
Promises, yeah.
compelling examples, like real-world examples, shortcuts or hacks,
Guess I love those.
solutions, right? Actual solutions to problems. And then, of course, you got to have the discounts.
Classic.
Discounts, everybody loves a discount. But it's interesting to me, right? Like all of these things are designed to, I don't know, appeal to the psychology of the person, right? Like the prospect.
Oh, for sure. Like when you make a strong promise, right? It sets expectations. It motivates people.
Gets them going.
It does. And examples. Come on, everybody wants to see examples.
Proof.
Yeah, proof. They want to see how it works, visualize themselves. Oh, that could be me.
And shortcuts. Come on. Who doesn't love a shortcut?
I know I do. We all want things quick and easy, right? It's like saying, hey, I know you're busy, but here's how to get what you want without all the, the hassle.
You had me a shortcut.
Right. And then, you've got solutions to actual problems. This is where you really have to know your audience, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you got to know their pain points, right? What keeps them up at night. And then you position your offer as the solution, right? You're like, hey, I got what you need.
I can solve your problem.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is more than just like slapping together a free ebook and hoping for the best.
Oh, way more.
There's some real thought that has to go into this.
Yeah.
But how does this all tie back into this contextual marketing thing we're talking about?
Good question. Because remember, contextual marketing, it's all about timing, right? It's about understanding the context of the user, right? Where they are in their journey.
Okay.
So if right, if you know someone is interested in, let's say, gardening.
They like to garden.
They love to garden. And they're having trouble, I don't know, with aphids.
Those little bugs.
Those pesky little bugs. You can tailor that offer, right, to meet their needs right at that moment. It's like you're reading their mind.
It's a little spooky, but in a good way.
Right. You're like, hey, I know you're struggling with those aphids.
I got you.
Here's a free guide to get rid of them. And that brings us to the customer journey, or what some marketers like to call the funnel.
Oh, yeah. The funnel. I've heard of that.
It's this idea of, guiding the customer, right, through these different stages, from just becoming aware of you all the way to actually buying something.
So there are stages.
There are. Typically three main ones.
Okay.
Awareness, evaluation, and then the big one.
Conversion.
Conversion, you
Yeah.
got it. So, in that first stage, awareness, the prospect, they're just learning about, the problem.
They don't even know they have the problem yet, maybe.
Well, they do, but they don't know that you have the solution. They might not even know you exist.
So you got to make them aware.
You got to educate them.
It's about teaching.
Yeah. You're not selling yet. You're just providing valuable content.
Right.
Helping them understand, hey, this is a problem.
Here are some solutions.
And then, maybe, hey, we're pretty good at this.
That's where the gated offers can come in handy,
Yeah.
right? Like offer them a free ebook or, like we said, a checklist or
Oh,
something.
absolutely. Something valuable.
Give them a taste.
Exactly. And then, maybe they move on.
To the next phase.
Evaluation. Now they're comparing. They're looking at their options. This is where you can start, showing off a little. You're like, hey, here's what we can do. You highlight the features, the benefits, how you solve those pesky problems, right?
So you're proving yourself.
Exactly. And again, gated offers, totally relevant here. Maybe a free trial,
Oh, we love a free
a
trial.
demo, a consultation, something like that.
Let them kick the tire.
Let them kick the tires, exactly. And then, you've got the final stage, the conversion. This is where all that hard work,
Pays off.
it pays off, hopefully. You've built that trust, right? You're the expert. You've shown them the solution.
Time to sign on the dotted line.
Exactly. And even here, contextual marketing, it can help seal the deal. Targeted messages, personalized offers,
Yep.
So let's say they abandon their cart, right?
Happens all the time.
Send them a little reminder, right?
Right.
Maybe a discount, free shipping, a little something to nudge them.
A little nut.
Exactly. So understanding that journey, right? Using those gated offers strategically, it's like,
A 1-2 punch?
it can be. But there's another piece to this puzzle we got to talk about. It's this idea of
Yeah, move it.
socialization en masse. This comes from Fundamentos del Marketing. It's a fascinating book.
Socialization en masse.
Yeah, so digital technologies, right? They've changed, fundamentally changed how we interact, right? With each other, with brands.
It's all digital now, right? I mean,
Wow.
think about how much time we spend online.
All the time. Scrolling, reading, watching. And brands, man. Brands are everywhere.
Everywhere you look.
Trying to grab our attention.
I mean, sometimes it feels like they're screaming at us.
And that's where contextual marketing, it becomes even more important.
More important.
Oh, yeah. Because there's so much noise, You got to be, laser focused with your message.
Okay, laser focus.
You can't just shout into the void and hope someone hears you.
So it's not just about, that individual customer journey.
Nope.
It's
Yeah.
about understanding how that journey, right, it's influenced by all this other stuff.
Exactly. All the digital stuff, the social stuff. It's a whole landscape.
So contextual marketing helps cut through the noise.
It's the noise cutter.
Yeah.
Helps deliver those messages that really,
Get people.
that resonate. Yeah. Make them go, hey, they get me.
They get me. I like that.
Me too. It's a powerful tool, man.
Powerful stuff.
Powerful stuff. And that's why we're talking about it.
It's exciting stuff.
It is. It really is. It really is. Like a whole new way of thinking about marketing,
Yeah.
And it brings us to another important idea, understanding customer intent.
Customer intent. Okay.
Yeah. It's about, going beyond just basic demographics,
Right.
really digging into the why, the why behind what they're doing. What are they trying to do?
What are their goals?
Exactly. What are their goals? What are they struggling with? What are their pain points?
So it's not just knowing who they are,
Right.
but understanding what they're looking for
Yes.
at that very moment.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Okay, and how does this play into all this contextual marketing stuff?
Oh, it's essential because now, right, you can tailor the message, the offer,
Okay.
to meet their needs. Right then and there. Remember those gated offers we were talking about?
Yeah.
Digital marketing all in one. They really emphasize that those offers, they have to address a need,
Okay. A specific need.
a specific need or desire.
Right. Yeah.
If you can tap into that, why you
Yeah.
can create an offer they can't refuse. It's like you're giving them exactly what they need before they even know they need it.
Exactly. It's like magic.
A little bit of marketing magic.
Marketing magic. I like that.
So we've got the customer journey,
Yeah.
gated offers, customer intent.
It's all coming together.
It's like we're building a puzzle.
We are.
And each piece, right, it adds another layer.
Another layer of depth to that contextual marketing strategy.
Okay, I like that analogy. The puzzle. Keep going. What's the next piece?
Okay, so to continue that analogy, right, let's add another piece to our puzzle.
Okay.
And that's delivering the content on the right channel.
Oh, right. Because it's not just about what you're saying.
Right.
It's where you're saying it.
Exactly. Different channels, they attract different people.
Different folks.
Right. Think about it. You wouldn't, communicate the same way on LinkedIn as you would on, like, TikTok.
No, completely different vibes.
Totally different. So the question is, how do you decide? How do you know where to reach your people?
That's a good question.
It takes research, right? You got to understand your audience, where they hang out online, what they're reading, what they're watching, what they're listening to.
You've got to know what they like.
We got to know what they like. For
Right.
example, right, if you're going after a younger crowd,
Okay.
you're probably going to be on, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat,
Yeah.
all that.
Makes sense.
But if you're targeting, let's say, businesses, B2B,
B2B.
you might focus on LinkedIn, maybe some industry publications.
This is reminding me of when we did our deep dive on millennials,
Oh, yeah. They're a whole different breed.
They are. They're so digital, and they have, like, strong opinions about how they want to be communicated with.
Oh, they do. And digital marketing all in one, they actually talk about how email is still a good way to reach them.
Really? I thought email was dead.
Not for millennials. Apparently, they love coupons,
Coupons.
discounts, and they want brands to be, authentic.
Real genuine.
Yeah, they can smell a fake a mile away.
It says you have to, like, speak their language.
Yep. You do. You got to understand their value.
To really connect with them.
Exactly. But this all makes me wonder, with all this, targeting,
Mhm.
personalization,
Yeah.
are we losing something? Are we losing the art of, brand building?
Oh, that's a good point. Like, are we so focused on the individual that we're forgetting about the bigger picture?
Exactly. And it takes us back to that example from Fundamentos del Marketing.
Nike?
Nike, remember them? They were struggling back in the late 90s, Brand felt stale.
They needed a refresh.
They needed a refresh big time, and they did it, by focusing on innovation,
Okay.
community building.
They really embraced the whole digital thing, right? Like building communities online.
Oh, yeah, engagement, personalization.
They were ahead of the curve.
They realized that in this new world,
Yeah.
right, this socialization en masse world,
Yeah.
a catchy slogan, a logo, it wasn't enough.
We got to go deeper.
Got to go deeper, create an experience,
An experience.
something that resonates, something that's meaningful.
So it's like they went from just shouting their message at people
Right.
to actually having a conversation with them.
Exactly. And that's a big takeaway,
Yeah.
For any company, any brand that wants to win in this world of contextual marketing.
So it's about connection, not just selling.
Connection. It's about building relationships, real, genuine relationships.
I like that. But building a brand, that takes, like, consistency, right? You can't just be all over the place.
Absolutely. Consistency is key. Digital marketing all in one is very clear about that.
Right.
You got to have a consistent message across the board.
Across the board.
Your website, your social media, emails, everything. It all has to align with your values, your brand message.
Like you're telling a story.
Yes,
Yeah.
a brand story. And every piece of content, it's like a chapter.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
But with all these different channels, how do you even keep it all straight?
It takes strategy. You got to have a plan, clear guidelines,
Okay.
a content strategy, a process for reviewing stuff, making sure everything is on brand.
So we've talked about the customer journey, gated offers, customer intent, choosing the right channels, building a strong brand, consistency.
That's a lot.
It is. But I'm starting to see how it all fits together,
It's like a well-oiled machine.
A well-oiled machine
The parts working
creating this, like, smooth experience for the customer.
seamless. That's the word.
Seamless. But even with all that, right, how do you know if it's even working?
Yeah. The million-dollar question.
How do you measure, like, the success of all this contextual marketing stuff?
That's where data comes in.
Data. It always comes back to data.
It does. You got to track the right stuff. You got to analyze, see what's working, what's not.
But how do you even measure something like contextual marketing? It's so, I don't know, nuanced.
You're right. It is nuanced. It's
Yeah.
about finding those key performance indicators, the KPIs.
KPIs, okay.
So things align with your goals, right? Digital marketing all-in-one suggests, tracking things like website traffic, conversion rates.
So, like, how many people are visiting your website?
Yeah. How many are actually buying something?
Okay.
Social media engagement, are people talking about you? And then you got to look at customer feedback.
So it's not just numbers.
No. You got to get the qualitative stuff too. What are people saying? How are they feeling? You need the whole picture.
So you're looking at, like, how many people are clicking, buying, and also what they're saying about the experience.
Exactly. It's like, are they happy?
Are they having a good time?
Are they enjoying the ride? Because it's not just about, getting the sale. It's about creating a good experience,
Something they'll remember.
something they'll remember. And data, it helps you understand how to make that experience better. It's like a feedback loop.
Okay, a feedback loop.
So you can constantly tweak, adjust, improve.
So it's not like you just set it and forget it.
No way. The stuff is constantly changing. You got to stay on your toes.
Hmm?
Analyze, adapt, experiment.
The digital landscape is always changing.
Always. What works today might not work tomorrow. You got to be a learner, you know?
Always be learning.
Always. I mean, it can feel overwhelming, right?
A little bit, yeah.
It's a lot. But remember, at the end of the day, marketing, it's about people.
People.
Understanding people.
And data just helps us understand them better.
Exactly. But it does make you think about, the ethics of it all.
Oh, yeah. All this data collection, it's a little...
It's a big topic. Maybe we'll do a whole deep dive on that someday.
We should. But yeah, as marketers, we have a responsibility, right?
Yeah.
To use data responsibly.
Absolutely. We can't just go around exploiting people.
No. Got to be ethical about it.
Absolutely.
Feels like we've just, I don't know, scratched the surface here.
Oh, we have. Contextual marketing. It's huge.
It's a big world.
And it's always changing too. But, hopefully this deep dive, it's given you a good starting point.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I understand, how these companies are using data, all this data,
Right.
to personalize everything, to create those moments you were talking about before.
The aha moments.
The aha moment, where it's like, hey, that's exactly what I needed.
Exactly. And hopefully it's made you think about the brands you use.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'm definitely noticing things now that I don't know, I didn't really pay attention to before.
What?
Like, those ads that seem to follow you around the internet?
Oh, yeah. The creepy ones.
The creepy ones. Or like my shopping app, right?
Mm-hmm.
It always seems to know exactly what I want.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It's a little spooky, but also kind of cool.
That's contextual marketing, my friend. In action. Companies are getting so good at using data, They're figuring us out.
We're getting smarter.
They are. And that's both impressive and, I don't know, a little bit
A little bit unsettling.
unsettling. Yeah, that's the word. It's like, where's the line, right?
Yeah, between like giving me what I want and knowing a little too much about me.
Exactly. Privacy, personalization, it's a tough balance.
Another deep dive for another day.
We'll get there. But for today, I think we've given everyone a lot to think about.
We've covered a lot of ground, that's for sure.
We have. We talked about the customer journey, right?
Yeah, all those stages.
Crafting those irresistible offers.
The gated offers.
Customer intent.
Why people do what they do.
Exactly. Choosing the right channels, building a strong brand.
Consistency.
And, of course, using that data.
To track everything, to see what's working.
It's a lot, but it's the future of marketing.
It's the future. It's pretty wild to think about how much things have changed, even in just the last few years.
Oh, absolutely. Mass marketing, forget about it. It's all about personalization now. It's about being relevant. It's about making those connections.
Real connections.
Real connections, well said. I think we'll wrap it up there.
I think so too. This has been a great deep dive into contextual marketing. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
My pleasure, as always.
And don't miss our next episode, where we'll be exploring the world of digital marketing.
Until then, happy marketing, everyone.
Keep exploring.